Hey girls, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to do the easiest meal prep ever. I have 18 delicious meals I'm gonna make in under 20 minutes, and each one has over 30 grams of protein. So if you're trying to eat healthier, but you're super busy and you love those comfort foods, but you wanna cut down some calories, this video is for you. If you're anything like me, the last thing you wanna do is spend 3 hours meal prepping on your Sunday or try to come up with some like decadent, amazing meal after a long day at work. So these recipes are gonna help cut down that time, make it super simple for you to stay on track, hit your protein goals, and lose some weight this year. I'm using a slow cooker today and putting myself up to a no chop challenge. So everything that goes in there is coming from a bag, can, or jar to make it super simple and take all of that legwork out of it. And then I'm gonna show you at the end of the video the specific hacks and system I use to perfectly portion out these meals so you can grab them and go. And to show you just how easy these are, I'm gonna have my hubby Ryan come help me out today. When was the last time you cooked? He literally never cooks.
It's been maybe when we first met.
No, I think you've cooked for me since then. Like an anniversary or birthday dinner.
A single meal here and there, but this is a little different.
Okay, to be fair though, I like cooking. So these are super simple. I'm gonna just give you the ingredients, kind of tell you what to do, but I wanna make sure that you can see just how quickly you can do them, even with someone who has no idea what they're doing. If you like meal prep videos like this, do me a favor, hit the like button and make sure you subscribe. I do giveaways every single week for my subscribers as a way to say thank you. So last week's winner is, I'll let you announce.
Brittany, 1988, you won.
Yay, Brittany, congratulations. So if you wanna be this week's winner, all you have to do, hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, the little bell, and drop a comment down below. All right, you ready to cook?
I am. I've never used a crock pot, honestly, though.
Really?
No.
Okay, great. Well, it's the easiest thing you could possibly do. All right, so we're gonna start with enchilada turkey chili. This one is the most easy, delicious recipe ever, but we gotta have some tools. So this is a can opener.
I've used
I'm
one.
just kidding, I love you. All right, let's start with our meat. So all you're gonna do, we don't have to do any browning. We're just gonna drop the meat straight in. 2 pounds, so this is kind of my rule for all of these recipes. We're gonna get about 6 from each one. And the way to do that and still keep it really high protein is to use 2 pounds of meat. Plop it in there.
Right in there.
We're not adding any oil. This is like a non-stick, so we don't have to worry about adding oils, and that's gonna make it so we're not adding excess fats. That was a hack, I think, that really changed things for me in my weight loss, because I would put cheese on everything. But how often do you really taste it? Like if you put it on pasta?
I don't think you know this until you try it without it and you realize.
Because you think you need to put the Parmesan on.
Yeah.
Yeah, just keep rolling. So we have 2
Okay.
cans of black beans.
Do I need to drain these first?
Yeah, ideally, just like a quick. Do you guys rinse your beans? I just dump any excess liquid and then I put the rest in there because I'm like, it's flavor. Is that weird?
See, I know enough that I know you need to drain the beans out.
Perfect.
And I love being able to do meal prep like this because I just recently went through a 45-pound weight loss journey.
Wait, hello. Hi, Ab.
Meal prepping and having just set meals that I like to make or that I like to eat every day honestly was the most transformative part of that journey. It made it so much easier, and I think it's just undervalued. Like when you have this stuff prepped and ready to go, especially when it's this delicious, I would eat this every day.
Oh yeah, good idea. Sorry, I don't have an apron for you.
No, it's all right.
So I love a green enchilada sauce. This might be weird because we're doing like red tomatoes and green enchilada sauce, but this enchilada sauce is so good. I use it with chicken all the time. It's amazing. A little splashy splash. Okay. Before we add the seasoning, so far we have the ground turkey, which is the base. Obviously, that's where we're gonna get most of our protein. The canned tomatoes are gonna give it that like rich sauce. The beans for a lot of fiber and some carbohydrates. And then the enchilada sauce as well as the tomato sauce are gonna come together to make that like rich chili, but it's gonna be that like turkey enchilada chili.
And I have onion powder and garlic powder.
Yes.
How much of these do I need to add?
About a teaspoon. So you can use a teaspoon if you'd like.
Okay.
I don't ever measure seasonings.
little.
I just kind of like.
We'll be loose with it.
Yeah. So as it stands right now, this is gonna have 36 grams of protein in it. I'm gonna show you when we put it together how to add even more protein if you're trying to hit upwards of like a 40 to 50. Because how much do you get in a meal right now?
Yeah, probably 45 to 50
At
grams.
least, yeah. And I'm somewhere between 30 and 40 per meal usually. So this is perfect. It's like a perfectly portioned, but we're gonna add a little bit more as we package it up for the meal prep.
It already smells delicious, even if it hasn't cooked at all yet.
Right?
Yeah.
So good. All right, so I'm gonna give it a little stir just to kind of mix up the meat, or you can.
Yeah.
Put the lid on it, and then we set it. I think we're actually gonna put it on high so that these can all cook at the same time today. But you, again, could set it on low for that like 6 to 8 hour if you're gonna leave it all day.
That was insanely easy. That's
Look at you, he's back. Okay, so that took less than 5 minutes.
very easy.
We have 2 more recipes that are both so freaking good. So the next one we're gonna do is a sweet and spicy teriyaki chicken.
Like like that.
And again, I'm gonna show you how we make it, and then at the end of the video, exactly how I prep it to make sure we're hitting our protein goals. The last recipe we're gonna do, you'll love this, since you were a big Italian eater in your prime.
Yes.
This one is gonna be like a creamy garlic Tuscany chicken.
I do love this.
So if you're like an Italian lover and you want that like comfort food feel that is actually healthy, this last recipe, when we get to it, is gonna be the best. So we're gonna make the teriyaki chicken. I remember one of our first dates, we went to Panda Express.
Yeah.
I love some Panda Express.
Is it Panda Express or P.F. Chang's?
Oh,
I feel like I don't think I would.
You maybe took me. I used to hit up.
It feels like a very, very low quality date to Panda Express.
Point being, I love teriyaki chicken. I love all of those flavors. So this is a great alternate if you're someone who takes takeout a lot or you want something that's a little bit naughty, but this is much nicer.
What's the calorie difference in this versus something like that?
So per serving, it's going to vary a little, but it's about 300 calories.
Very good.
300 calories.
Yeah.
And that's hitting 34 grams of protein. Versus if you go to takeout, your average is going to be between 700 and 1,000 calories per serving. What? Guys, that's like half your day.
That's crazy.
So this is a much better choice. All of these recipes could also be done in the Instapot. So if you want to make them even faster, just Instapot it. But we're going to put it on the slow cooker version of this. So let's start again with our chicken. Anyone who's been on my channel a minute knows I hate showing raw chicken. It grosses me out. Sorry.
I'll do it. I'll get in there.
So you're going to use 1.5 packets.
Okay.
Because they're each 1.5 pounds. So we're doing our 2 pounds. And if you're really on a weight loss journey, you're serious about it, these dishes are going to be game changers because things like turkey and chicken are such low calorie, high protein. So you get that full feeling without adding a bunch of calories.
Yeah, I feel like whenever I do chicken breasts as part of my meals, I feel like I'm always looking at how much calories they have for how much protein. And I'm like, wow, I need more calories in my day, even though I'm hitting my protein.
Yeah.
It just goes to show you how lean they are.
Okay, so my current protein goal, and I am on a very slight caloric deficit. I've talked about this. I'm doing like my Snatch September. I got goals right now. Want to lean out a little more. I'm still hitting 150 grams of protein. What is your protein goal? It's absurd.
260.
All right, so we're gonna use coconut aminos. I like using the coconut aminos because they have less sodium. They have a little bit of sweetness to them. So let's do that. But you're gonna save a lot of sodium versus like regular soy sauce. Half cup.
Half cup, right?
And if you want more of just like a straight traditional soy sauce flavor, then you can use just regular amino acids, and that'll be a little bit more just of that salty taste without the salt and a little protein. Okay, then we're gonna do 3 tablespoons of honey.
Finger.
Use your finger. Right. Luke is so sad he's not here for this.
Oh, he would love this.
2 tablespoons of sriracha. I think that's like really underselling the sriracha, and I'm just gonna let you
just go wild.
Right. Because we love it spicy in our house.
But also this is 0 calories, so
yeah, you just
whatever.
Get crazy.
Like that was a lot, right? It feels like a lot. No?
That's beautiful.
Okay.
This is gonna be a tablespoon of minced garlic, and I'll help you out. I'll give you a little assist.
Thank
here.
you.
And minced
This is really
ginger.
easy though. I see you're on your second coffee of the day.
I am. Here's the problem. I got the pot, and so once it's in there, then I feel like I need to just drink it all. I'm in such a good mood. Can't you tell? I'm extra nice today.
Yes, so nice.
I did a little, that's a double serving then of pumpkin spice.
Oh.
Miss Congeniality. Which, by the way, if you haven't grabbed it, by the time this goes up, I don't know if we'll have any left. Fingers crossed for you we do, because it's so freaking good. Here's the best part about this. We're going to add some bone broth. This is a chicken bone broth. You can use any bone broth you want, but this is also going to add protein. So we're doing 1/2 cup, and 1/2 cup of this is going to have 17 grams of protein, which is just going to take it up even more.
You've been doing bone broth for so long. I remember I used to think how weird bone broth was. Like Katie would make her own, and I'd just be going, "What are we doing here?" Because it wasn't really a thing.
Make my own.
It wasn't a thing,
It
and
wasn't
now
at
it's
all.
like very much a thing.
Oh, what's happening?
I don't know.
All right, got it.
This video really should have been, can Ryan wear a white tank and not get anything on it?
And then white rice vinegar, 1/2 cup as well.
Yes.
So we're gonna sneak some broccoli in. Of course, you can cook fresh broccoli, but why waste your time? And for all my hypo girls like me, this actually works out great because it's gonna get so cooked.
I don't like raw broccoli either. Or like non-cooked broccoli.
Yeah, this will get very cooked.
Very dente.
No dente.
No dente. Not al dente.
I've never used this as a slow cooker.
2 hours and 30 minutes?
That sounds great.
Done.
Should be good. Perfect.
Easy.
All right, our last recipe is our gooey, delicious, creamy garlic Tuscan chicken. But really quickly, at the end of this video, I'm gonna show you how we portion out everything. And there's a few little secret add-ons and hacks, because the cool thing is all of these recipes can be served in different ways, so you don't get bored. And that's been one of the biggest things with meal prep that I think has allowed us to stay so consistent. This might be actually the easiest of all of these recipes because it has the least ingredients.
I don't know how it gets easier than what we've been doing.
So all the rest of the chicken.
Okay.
And here's a great thing about this recipe. You thought the calories on the last one were wild. If you get like a creamy Tuscan chicken out, you're definitely gonna be hitting over 1,000 calories per meal, which...
Really?
Yes. I looked at a bunch
was
of
I
averages.
doing?
They're all over 1,000 calories. And a lot of that is the oils, the cheeses, the creams, all of that pours in and those calories add up fast. And this one actually can be made in a non-dairy option too, which is really nice. Okay, so simple. The jar of marinara.
Whole thing.
The whole jar of marinara.
Okay.
Great. And this whole meal is going to be about 34 to 36 grams of protein. It'll depend on little tweaks that you make, but you were safe to say it's going to be over 30 grams of protein. All right, then we're going to add all of that spinach.
Okay.
If you're not a spinach person, you can add a different veggie. It can be frozen, it can be fresh. Again, this is my no chop challenge, so we're just pouring it in. But this is a great way to sneak in greens and a lot of iron. I want this garlicky, so like 2 big spoonfuls of that.
Got it.
Roughly a tablespoon and a half.
More than that?
Yeah.
That's a lot of garlic.
Get a little garlicky.
Dang.
Okay. Probably don't need more garlic, I guess. A little onion powder and some oregano in there as well. Just kind of, again, eyeballed, but you can do about a teaspoon or so if you're using like a mixed blend.
Is that it?
That's it.
Easy.
Put the lid on, put it on high. So now we just have to wait.
4 hours later.
But when we are done with these, we're gonna put them into our containers, get them all portioned out, and I'll be giving you all those little hacks and tips for actually doing the meal prep and different ways to get them ready to go. Okay, it's been about 3.5 hours.
And it smells insanely good in here.
It's a lot of mixed
A lot of
smells.
mixed, but it's really good.
But it really smells good. So we're gonna check on the recipes, make sure they're all good to go. And in a minute, I'm gonna show you exactly how we store these so there's no waste. If you feel like this is a lot of food for you for a week, I got you. But first, I wanna show you exactly what I do to finish them off and how we can portion them out and serve them just to keep things mixed up. So you're gonna be in charge. We're gonna pull out the chicken. You can just put it on the cutting board, and then we're gonna shred it up just with forks.
Okay.
All right, so this is the teriyaki chicken. Again, this one is going to be about 34 to 36 grams of protein. It's such a simple one, but it smells so good. The flavor is crazy on this one. All right, so while you're shredding that up.
Okay, I'm gonna shred these.
I'm gonna finish off the sauce in there. So I want it to be a little bit thicker. You don't have to do this, but I'm just gonna add a little cornstarch. You can also do like a gluten-free flour. That's just gonna help thicken up all that yummy teriyaki sauce in there and make it a little, I don't wanna say creamy, but creamy. And this is just gonna help make it so it coats the chicken even more when we drop it back in with that broccoli, which the broccoli is almost disintegrated, but I kind of like it that way.
And over here, I'm just using 2 forks, one in the chicken and the other just to kind of scrape at it to shred it up.
Have you guys ever tried putting chicken, like cooked chicken in the blender? I have never tried this.
Is that a thing?
Okay, listen.
That's a thing.
I've seen it. It's a
Okay.
thing. People do it to shred it, and it actually works really well. All right, so our chicken is all shredded. We can just dump that back in there. So we're gonna put it back in with the sauces so it can soak it all up a little bit. The heat is off of this. You don't need it back on, but this will help absorb some of that moisture. So when you put it in your containers, you still get the sauce, but it's not like drenched in it. You can mix that one all around. And while you're doing that, I'm gonna actually pull out the chicken from our Tuscan chicken. We're not shredding this one. All right, so for our Tuscan chicken, I actually am just gonna have us cut this into 6 portions. I like having this chicken more of like a whole piece of chicken. And obviously, if you're doing it like for us, this might be a little less portions than 6 per person because Ryan eats a lot more chicken than me, but you just play it by your family. But 6 even portions. So if you're meal prepping for yourself, you'll get 6 meals out of this. And then I'm gonna be taking Greek yogurt. This is 0% fat Greek yogurt. If you want a non-dairy option, you can skip this step altogether or find like a dairy-free yogurt. This is just nice because it's really thick and it's gonna give us more of that like really creamy Tuscany vibe. So I'm gonna just drop that in. You can do about a 1/2 cup and then always add more if you want, but sometimes you don't want to like overdo it. Okay, so I think we can actually leave this chicken out for now.
Okay.
And the chili is done. So again, I'm gonna show you in a minute how to make sure you can store this, you don't waste anything, but right now let's talk about serving it. All right, before I break it into the meals, I want Ryan to do an official taste test because this is the fruit of your labor.
Yeah, no, I worked really hard for
really
this.
hard. So I'm gonna spit spoon. Our Tuscan chicken is probably hot, so it looks like scorching hot.
Oh yeah, it's super hot.
Why don't you go for the teriyaki chicken first? I'll blow on this for you.
Okay, here we go. Teriyaki chicken. Delicious.
What would you eat that with?
I just think a little bit of rice and you're good to go.
Totally. So I think that's one of the easiest ways, obviously, is just I have all of these rice packs and cauliflower rice. So if you're trying to cut down on carbs, you can always go for cauliflower rice or calories. White rice, pre-packed, again, sticking in the, I don't want to actually have to do any work and I want it to be easy. And the cool thing is when you are storing it or packing it, you can actually just open up this frozen rice and put it in your container because you're going to warm it up again anyway, right? All right, do you want to put a piece of chicken on with it?
Sure.
It's officially cool. Doesn't it look like cheesy, gooey?
It does look like cheesy, yeah. Oh, that one's really good.
This is really good, huh? Mm-hmm. And like I said, it tastes naughty.
It does.
But it's not.
Nope.
How does this stack up to your Italian trio?
That is much better than Olive Garden, and
it's so easy.
It's so easy.
All right, so for serving this, you honestly could just eat the chicken with this almost like a soup.
Or like a sauce even, just a little on top.
Totally, you could just drizzle it on top, but it's packed with protein now. There's nothing bad in it. So you could make it like a soup if you wanted to cut up or shred up your chicken. You could also use it like a pasta sauce.
Yeah.
So add some noodles, almost like a lasagna bowl,
That's
like
good,
that. And again, you go back to like a cauliflower rice as well if you want to keep it like really, really lean and just protein heavy. But I love the idea of using that like a pasta sauce.
And these are great because they feel good for dinner for sure, but easily lunch as well.
Absolutely. And that's the best part is you could put this in the crock pot in the morning, go to work all day, have dinner ready to go, then pack it up and have lunch for the rest of the week.
That's a lot of lunches.
So before you do the taste test of the chili, there's one thing that I like to add to it. I'm not going to put it in prior, and this is frozen peppers. The reason I didn't put them in with this as it cooked was they will get very soggy. So I like to add these later. Same thing. They're frozen. They just need to be warmed up. So if you're going to heat it up the next day anyway, you're good to go. The other way I would serve this is again with rice or cauliflower rice. You could mix it in to make it like that chili. So like more of a thick, so hot, oh geez.
They're good.
Okay. Was it worth the pain?
Taste, 9.5 out of 10. I think that the heat, don't eat straight out of your crock pot. Really tasty though.
Yes.
I like, that's probably my favorite.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Here's why I didn't add the rice to begin with. So we have carbohydrates in from the beans, which are great and a lot of fiber. I want to make sure I'm eating the right amount of carbs, and I don't want to just like dump a bunch of rice in and have no idea. Carbs are great, but you got to like make sure you know how much. So we keep them on the side, add them later, and then you're good to go.
And honestly though, if you're not a great cook or you don't cook often, these are, as you can see, very doable.
I'm so proud of you.
I'm going to be cooking now. This one, if you didn't want to do the beans, like you can make a swap for a lot of different stuff in there.
Yeah. Even like with some of these, like especially with the chili, if you wanted to be like a vegan version, you want to do like a tofu or tempeh or something instead, or a beef if you wanted to go beef. So yeah, always easy to make swaps with them. It's about having those base ingredients to hit your protein especially. I'm gonna start packing this up and show you exactly how I'd store it, but here's the crazy thing. I know we often think eating healthy is so expensive, but if you break each one of these recipes into 6 meals, each meal only costs $3. So it took you 20 minutes to make 18 meals and each one's only $3. That's gonna save you time, it's gonna save you money, and it's gonna save you hundreds of calories every single week. So you can skip the takeout, skip the drive-through, and know you have a healthy, nourishing meal ready to go. We go through food fast in our house, so I'm gonna put everything in the fridge. It can last in the fridge for about 3 to 4 days, but if you wanna store it in the freezer, whether it's like one big container or individually portioned out, it can last in the freezer for 2 to 3 months, which is amazing. And then you can have this quick, easy recipe ready to go, throw it in the microwave, and have lunch anytime you need something healthy. super easy meal prep to set you up for the week. 18 meals if you're portioning them out evenly, 6 per recipe to give you 30 grams or more of protein in each one. Since I work from home, I portioned out a couple of lunches so I don't have to think about it this week, and then put the rest in big containers so we can grab it and just make it however we want in the moment. I hope you love this week's video. If you did, do me a favor, hit the like button and make sure you subscribe and comment down below if you want to be entered in to win my weekly subscriber giveaway. And this week, it's that tub of protein, so you're definitely gonna want to win this one. I so appreciate you being here, and don't forget, you are more than a body, but you only get one, so take care of her. I love you. I'll see you next week. Bye.